Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I figure why not do it? Man of my word. I remember the other day I did a short and sweet video of me going to the cinemas to see the new Predator, being Predator Badlands. And I was going to review it, let you know whether it's going to be a rant, a review, whatever. And in all fairness, it's going to be a bit of both. Shock horror. I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, it was a fun experience to see it on the bridge team, right? It was a fun experience. So I want to say what happened anyway, just it's interesting. So I was with my mate, we went to the bar at first, had a couple to drink, had a cocktail and so on. Then we had all our goodies, the chips, the tapers, had some jalapenos with it, some tea, some chocolate nuts, right? I'm had a nuts. And then we went to the pictures to see it, right? And I've got to be open, I've got to be honest. If you ever remember the movie Avatar, which is funny enough, it's only, no one has sold the trailer of movies, I do know there's going to be a new Avatar. This to me felt like Predator versus Avatar. Seriously, it did. You see, I mean, if you've not seen the movie yet, I'm trying not to spoil it, but if you don't want to spoil it, word of advice, turn this video off, go to the cinema yourself. I'm not saying pay the law, but if any means of watching it, you can watch it, and then maybe go back to this review. It felt, in my eyes, like Avatar versus fucking Predator. And it's that sad in one way, because you go back, in 1987, there when they made good films like the original Lethal Weapon, Robotop, The Running Man, Baker Watson, and the original Predator. You go back to that era, it was a damn good day for films. 1987, in my eyes, was a good day for films, and this is what we get nowadays. And it's sad in one way. You think of the actor Peter Hill. You know, Peter Hill was the guy that played in Bigfoot and the Andersons. He was one that played the Bigfoot. He played Without Warning, it was also a sci-fi sort of horror film. He played an alien in that. In the early 90s, before he sadly passed away, he appeared in Predator 2. Also, it's the same thing, a Predator, different one, but you know what I mean. And it's sad, you look at the effects, practical effects, fake blood, fake door. And, that golden era of the practical effects, a man in a costume, dressed up as a fucking predator. Yes, I do know the original design was laughable. Yes, I do know the original one was going to be done for Van Damme. You find it out when I review it. But this to me is like a CGI predator. Seriously, I shit you not. A CGI fucking predator. And if there's some music in a minute, we've got a fucking noise and washing machine downstairs, has to make a fucking noise, go make some daft music. So you hear that in a minute, you know what it is, just to let people know. But yeah, like I say, you've got a man dressed up as a fucking predator, and now it's all fucking CGI. A CGI jungle, a CGI predator. Fucking hell. It's not one thing what's not a CGI in this fucking film. Not one thing. And then you go all the way back in the golden days, like I say, 87, a real jungle, a man dressed up as a fucking alien, practical effects, blood streaks, beautiful Badlands, Arnold Schwarzenegger when he had aping muscles, and he come up with one-liners. I would miss them golden days of films, and now everything is a CGI orgasm, and it does. To me, it felt like Avatar meets fucking Predator, and Predator's gone fucking kiddie friendly. And I'm going to say the things why it's going to have to be a review and a rant. If you love the movie, that's power to you. That's power to you. I respect you. Makes the world interesting when people are different. If everybody liked the same and everybody hated the same, the world would be a boring place. There you go. Right? We can have to disagree, but to me, it felt like Predator was going kiddie friendly. Recon to Arnie throwing big dagger knives on people. One-liners, stick around, badasses with big aping muscles. You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed. You got Arnett showing off his biceps. You got fucking people getting shot to fuck. Practical blood. Practical door. You got Predator 2. You got this sexy looking woman riding a die like a stallion. Die getting his heart ripped out. Drug dealers. Fucking pulling Die's hearts out. People getting skinned alive to fucking kiddie friendly. Kiddie fucking friendly. What do I mean by kiddie friendly? The 12 rating has to be rated 12. So to me, it pissed me off. It's like, whatever happened to the golden days of 18? Effing and deffing and fuck you. You know what I mean? Whatever happened to the days of seeing a woman riding a man like a stallion and a fucking die getting his heart ripped out and bad language and blood and door? Whatever happened to those days? Just say whatever happened to the beautiful days of them sort of films. And it makes me cry. Because you're never going to see that now. You're never going to see bad language and people being skinned alive. You never. So the 12 rating sort of pissed me off. The CGI, Dassum, pissed me off. The fact that the CGI Predator pissed me off. Knowing the actor, the original actor that played him, is sadly no longer with us. A man with a costume being the Predator. And now it's going to be all CGI or Dassum. By the way, to cut the story short, you got Predator Badlands, right? And then you've got this fucking bluffer trying to kill the other bluffer. Because it turns out this Predator's the run of the litter. So long for brotherly love. A trainee knocks him down, CGR or Dassum, his brother gets back up, and for some reason they become bosom buddies. Then the father comes in, he's pissed off he didn't kill his brother, so long for fucking fatherly love. He orders him to kill the brother, he ties him up, you think he's going to behead him. He doesn't, he feeds him because he's like electric laser ropes that are holding him down. The father gets pissed, he has a fight, he cuts his fucking Predator's arm off. You know, see a lot of blood, people, don't forget, it's a 12 rating. He cuts his son's head off, so long for fatherly love. Again, it's not that graphic. 12 rating. And before that, before the brother gets killed, he presses his button, the fuck the other brother off, fires off to Never Never Land. Might as well be. Then he's in a CGI jungle. Now, mate, some of the scenery dud. I won't do it that much of a bad review. They have got some beautiful scenery in the film. And the Predator finds his robotic woman cut in half. It's not that bloody, she's talking. Now, people say I raffle one. When I do a review, people say I raffle one. This woman would not shut the fuck up. All the way through the film, I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, will you shut the fuck up? Pretty please. Pretty please with Sutter on top. Shut the fuck up. But she wouldn't. She's just wrapping it on and wrapping it on and wrapping it on. There are some good bits in it. I would say the film is a fun ride. We did have the option, but at the time we couldn't sing it. You know when you go to the cinema and you sit down and you've got them seats bouncing about when you're watching the film, even in 3D. I mean, it would have been a fun ride. It would have been a fun experience. And so the other Predator's crying. They find his alien on the way. It befriends it. And there's like good bits in it, like there's bits where there's monsters fighting the Predator's fighting it, and this robotic woman, you think he's supposed to be like a cyborg. Remember the robots like in Alien? Go be dead. It does have that similarity. Now there's even a scene in it where they've got a robot and they call it Muffer. Muffer? I wonder where that come from. I wonder what film had a robot was called Muffer. Was it called Alien? Oh yeah, Alien did that. So it does do that in this. You've got this android woman and the sister wants to find her sister, but it turns out she's a total fucking bitch that wants to kill her sister. So long for sisterly fucking love. Someone's family in this just want to kill one another. Fuck me. So let's say the Predator's fighting monsters, it's fighting aliens on the way. Meet the sister's trying to kill the Predator, they attack the Predator, she's doing experiments, the other sister doesn't want to see it happen because she's befriended the fucking Predator, she feeds it, Predator gets away, it makes that little alien fucking thing, I mean it's like cute to look at, but he feeds it, they go back to find the sister, They're fighting again. This big monster comes out of nowhere, eats the fucking sister. Then the sister the big alien bowls up. The sister's all fucking messed up. She's gonna shoot her sister, but for some reason the predator stabs her in the neck and kills her, rips her fucking head off. Again, you're not gonna see that much blood, people. Self-rated. Then what happens is the predator comes back to get its revenge on the father what's killed his brother. They have a fight to the death and he kills it. And then you think it's not this ending. The little alien, by the way, the Toot and Tudley one, that's a big fucking muffin now. Where the fuck that come from, I don't fucking know. But then, it does have a good ending. I'll have to film that. You see this big ship, find a Joss, typical sequel bait ending. And then the robotic woman says to the predator, who's that? That's Muffer. Get it? Muffer. Alien. And it ends like that with Predator Badlands. Going to spoil the film, people. So remember what I said. Rewind back. Watch the film in any means. But don't need to break the law. Go to the cinema. You want to do it the legal way. It ends like that with a typical sequel bait ending. Get it? Muffer. Think of the original Alien. Mother! Not about fucking Psycho. That's how the film ends. I liked it at the time, Maester. There are some fun bits in it. I mean, it just felt a bit like Avatar with the CGI jungle, the CGI aliens. It feels like I'm watching a video game. In all fairness, this felt like a video game. And you go back into that era when you watch classics like the original Predator, Predator 2, that golden era of Badlands, and you go into today's era of films, and it's like, fucking hell. Fucking hell. I enjoyed it as a time, Maester. But it has to be a rant and review. It's just pissed me off. There was too much CGI in it. No practical jungle. Now, people love and they hate Predators, right? People love and hate Predators. They felt it was a typical remake of the Tacit original. But how different things do. You had guys dressed up as Predators. They used the real fucking jungle. In this, it's all CGI. CGI. Autism. Self-rating. I mean, we're a lover of the Predator. But she's that stuck to its old roots of being an 18 rating. Even Alien vs Predator kicked the shit out of this film because it was fucking practical effects. So I'd have to give it a 2-star rating. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. But compared to Predator films, I was a bit disappointed. I'm sorry, I've got to admit, I was a bit disappointed. But that's Predator Badlands. Into them. Be smart. Be safe. See you later.